Good evening and welcome to day 29 of Bedtime Yoga for better sleep. For this evening's session, we're slowing down and taking some lovely supported poses. For this practice, if you have a blanket or a towel, we'll use that in our first pose. And also if you have a yoga block, a big book, a bolster, or a pillow, then we'll use it for our final pose, again for support. And if you don't have something that big, it's okay. So we'll take our blanket or our towel and roll it up and place it lengthwise up and down your mat. Tend to face away from it, sitting on your mat. And then let yourself lie back so that the blanket or the rolled towel supports the full length of your spine all the way up to your head. If your head is off the end of it, find you some more supports so that you don't have a big lift in your chin. You feel really nice and neutral in your neck position. With your knees bent, you can lift your bum up and re-lengthen the low back, resting your hips down comfortably. And let your hands just rest out to the side of you with your palms facing upwards. Now you can explore different leg positions if you wish, taking them fully straight and resting them out that way, or crossing your shins like a cross-legged seat would be, or even putting the soles of your feet together like a Baddha Konasana. There's lots of ways you can lie. I would like to invite you to find what's comfortable for you tonight. Not necessarily aiming for what gives you the biggest stretch, but where you feel the most supported, where you can relax. And give yourself permission to slow down. If your body and mind are still moving at the speed of the day, start by slowing your breath down. Just taking steady inhales towards the belly. And really slow exhales. And throughout the duration of this practice, you could focus on longer exhales. So your exhales consistently longer than the inhales, just to help slow everything down. Keep softening your shoulders and letting go of tension from your face. Let's try just taking a really deep breath in, holding it when you're full, just a light hold, no tension, and a big sigh out. If your legs are outstretched or crossed, you can bring them back up. And readjust your hips again, just like we got into the pose. Pick your bum up and just give yourself a little bit of space in your low back. And you can roll to your side or straight up. I'm going to shift your towel, your blanket crosswise to become a pillow. And lie down onto your right side with your head on your blanket and your right arm outstretched in front of you to the right there. So left knee stacked on top of the right. And the left hand can rest out on top of the right too. fully on your side. Now on an inhale, you can lift your left hand up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, let it reach all the way to the other side, down to the floor. As you inhale, lift the hand back up. And as you exhale, let it come down to rest onto the right side, right hand. Do that again. As you inhale, take the left hand up. Exhale, rotate and look out to the left. Relax your hips. Inhale, back up. And exhale, left hand on the right. If you have a tendency to move quickly, let yourself slow down. Take the left hand up. Exhale into the twist. Relax both shoulders, and this time just hold here for an extra breath. And lifting your left hand up, all the way over to the right. And carefully roll yourself over towards the middle and eventually onto your left side so your knees are stacked. Your left arm stretches out off the side of your mat and your right hand rests on top of it. And lift your right hand up as you breathe in. And as you exhale, it reaches all the way over to the floor. Inhale back up to the sky. You can be moving slower than me if you like. Exhale, right hand on top of left. Inhale it up. Exhale to open. And back up as you breathe in. And exhale, right on top of left. Linger at the pause at the end of a breath, still lengthening your exhales. One more time, lifting the right hand up. Make your way into the twist. And then pause there and breathe. Full breath in. Full breath out. Lift the right hand back up to the ceiling. And over to the left. And pause for a moment. Make your way back onto your back. Your head can still be resting on your blanket, on your pillow. Make sure you feel pretty straight. Extend your left leg all the way out, rest it on the floor, and place your right foot into a tree position. So that's right foot resting on the inside of the left leg, and that could be the calf, the knee, or the thigh. If it feels a little intense for that right hip, you could reach for the block if you had one and place it underneath the thigh just for a little bit of support. You can have your arms outstretched to either side of you with the palms up, or you can rest your hands onto your belly and just watch the gentle movement of your breath, gentle expansion and slow exhales. Keep softening your shoulders and your hips Notice if thoughts come into your mind, if they bring with them some gripping, holding, or tension. And we'll just stretch our right leg out, just moving gently and mindfully. And slide your left foot into the tree position. Relaxing the hips, shoulders, hands. And you can lift your left knee back up towards the middle and slide your right foot into. Adjust your low back by picking up your hips and re-lengthening. Now, at this point, if you have a blanket or towel or pillow under your head, please slide it out from under your head. For this next pose, we're taking a supported bridge, and you don't want that extra pressure there with the head lifted as we lift the hips up. Take your block, that blanket, pillow, book, or anything else you've got to hand. Slide your feet in close to your bum and lift your hips up. Rest them onto your bum, onto your block. Now, if you don't have a block, it's okay. You could keep your hips on the floor and slide your hands under. And then when we take the feet up in a moment, the pose will work much the same. So let your hands rest on the floor, just to your sides. You're very welcome to keep your feet on the floor. If you feel like you need a really calm, grounded feeling right now, keeping your feet down could be perfect. But if it feels okay, you could explore lifting your feet up to the ceiling. And that could be stretching your legs fully straight, or having some bend in your knees, which really does help to keep the weight of the legs over your torso. I think the main thing is that for tonight's practice, avoid feeling like you're really efforting. So if your legs are moving away from you and you're having to use your core to hold them up, bend your knees a lot or place your feet back on the floor. Let yourself relax here. Viparita Karani, legs up the wall pose. And one more time, bringing your attention to the quality of your breath, and especially to the length of your exhales. You're welcome to stay longer here. And if this feels lovely, if you're ready to complete your practice, you can bend your knees in towards your chest. Release one foot at a time down to the floor. And gradually lift your hips off your block and lower yourself down to the floor. Upper back, middle back, lower back, and bum. And then just let your knees fall together for a few moments. When you're ready, you can roll onto your side. And up to a seated posture. Rest your hands together. And let's breathe in and out. Thank you for taking time to slow down this evening. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this Bedtime Yoga for Better Sleep class. For a whole month of Bedtime Yoga, be sure to check out the series. Until next time, good night.